Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ask CC. We are on episode 6, and I'm so excited about it. This is going to be a great hot topic. I know you ladies are ready to hear what men really think. All right, I've already prepped Michael. I said, listen, I want to know what it is you guys talk about in the barbershops, okay? Don't give me no fluff. Don't give me no cute stuff, all right? I want to get the real deal. Hey, Katina, how you doing, boo? But before we get into the topic, of course, we got some housekeeping news. Be sure to turn on your notifications so that you see when I'm going live, as my sis Katina has already done. And then, of course, you guys, we got our How to Invest in Real Estate with Money You Never Knew You Had up for sale, only $20. We cover 29 ways that you can invest in real estate. One of those being tax season, so you're gonna use your refund check, and you, my friend, are going to invest in real estate. Why? Because it's gonna give you the passive income that you're looking for. All right. We are talking about how you can even make partnerships with people, tie them into your equity deals, tie them into your properties, okay? Tie them into that cash flow so that they too can help you with the repair costs, with acquiring the property. We talk about it right here. You don't have to have a lot of money. We literally started with $10, you guys. $10. And we flipped that in 4 days and made $8,000. We talk about it right here in this book. So I want you to inbox me and tell me your name, your first name, your last name, and your home address, and I will send you a certified copy with my signature, Michael's signature. Hey, Miss Tasha. And we are going to get you started. This is 2020, the year of perfection, the year of vision, the year to expect more, expect big. And so the way you do that is by increasing your income. It's by setting you and your family up for your future. So you're going to, again, inbox me, and you're going to give me your first name, your last name, and your home address. And you are going to get this book, you guys, because it is so worth it. We talk about how you can even take your 401ks and you can extract those funds and you can put it into income, into generating income that's going to make you $800 passively, $1,000, $1,500 without having to even get out the bed. All right, Sister Brenda, how you doing? So it is so worth it. All right, even our bankers learn information from us. They calling us right now, setting appointments. You could check my inbox. Setting appointments with us, wanting to sit down and learn how can they get down with the Pattersons, okay? So I want you guys to go ahead and support us. Another housekeeping news is tomorrow, babe. What we got going on tomorrow? We got the first ever real estate investment club happening at Olive Garden. All right. 600 Golden Isles, Altama Avenue. All right. We are going to be at Olive Garden from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Hey, Miss Brenda, I sent you some business today. I told a good friend about you. She needs some house cleaner. So you better be expecting her phone call. Brenda's Cleaning Service. Y'all check her out. She is an amazing person. She will come in. She will clean your whole house. Got it looking spotless. She's very professional. She's very timely. And she comes highly recommended. Hey, Teresa. And so you guys check her out. And check us out tomorrow at Olive Garden from 6:30 to 8 p.m. where we are going to be hosting the first ever Glenn County Real Estate Investment Club. We are so happy to be doing this. This is something that has been in us, for some time now. And we are launching in 2020. And, man, expect big things. Big things popping. Anything you want to add, baby?
Yes. Same thing. Olive Garden.
Yes.
2020.
All right.
Have your booties in the seats.
Whoop, whoop.
So make sure you get there. I want everybody right now, if you're watching us live, take a minute right now and share this live. Because tonight it's going to be hot. It's going to be exclusive. It's going to be so good. So right now, go ahead and hit your share button on your phone.
Yes.
If you know how to use your technology.
Start a watch party up in here. Y'all want to hear this tea.
If you know how to use, your phone, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and share it.
Yes.
go ahead and share this with as many people as you can.
Yes, share.
Listen, if you got some friends that's single, and or some friends that's about to get married, oh, you want to hear this? You want to hear this? So share it now.
That's right.
Also, make sure you get this book. We Buy Houses. Put this book out. How to invest in real estate with money you never knew you had.
Yes.
Get it for your mama. Get it for your daddy. And then remember, oh yeah, love you too. So, and remember tomorrow, guys.
Yes.
There we go. We got one person to share.
Shalonda.
All right. Who else shared it? All right.
Hey.
We got. All right. So we got. That was who? Shalonda.
Shalonda. Yes.
Shalonda Patterson.
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to her. Shout out. Let me get 2 more shares, guys.
2 more shares. Come on, we dropping some good nuggets tonight.
We got some jewels, man. Y'all 2 more shares and we're about to go ahead and get rolling. I don't want to sound like a pastor taking up the offering. If we can get $2 more, we get $100 more. We got some Simba money.
Not the Simba.
Yeah. Sister James couldn't come to church today.
Okay,
all right, we got another.
Jamie.
All right, Jamie shared it. Jamie shared it.
Yes.
We need one more person to share it, and we're gonna get rolling, y'all.
Yes.
I know y'all love us enough to go ahead and share it. Go ahead.
That's
I don't.
right.
Yeah, I don't want to be like the pastor that's taking up the offering, and he need $100 more. All right, we need $100 more. Come on, dig deep,
Thank you, Jamie.
We need $100 more. So I think somebody shared it.
Yeah, Jamie shared it.
Yeah, I think somebody else just vibrated.
Okay.
Okay,
all right. Chantel.
All right, Chantel, we were in the building.
Thank you.
All right, we got them 3 shares, y'all, and we happy where we at. But listen, I don't want to be like the pastor, like, we need $100 more. You take up, all right, $100 came in. All right, we got $503. We don't want to give God an odd number, so let's make it even. They got all kind of gimmicks. But anyway,
yes.
CC, Michael, Full Effect. Y'all ain't seen us on camera together in a long time. Won't be the last time.
Man? Where you been?
Where you been?
I don't know. I've been busy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been out in these streets. You know. Okay. So again, you guys, you are in for a treat. This is Ask CC. We are 6 weeks in. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. Man, this is like a dream come true, and I am so happy to be sharing this with you guys. Hey, MJ. And
all right, we got Tasha to share.
Woo.
Ashley, go ahead and share it, Ashley. No, put that down. 6
weeks of great content, and it has brought us here. It has brought us here. Maybe make sure he's not doing nothing crazy. We got to childproof the house, y'all.
Hey, y'all. So listen, I might walk off the video a few times. That's because we don't have nobody babysitting MJ. Right
yes,
now.
And we got to make sure you know. Yes, he has. Put it down, baby. All right. Go ahead to your room. All right, so 6 weeks of great content, and it has brought us here to this awesome topic for tonight, and that is what makes a wife. This topic right here is something that, you know, us ladies, we go to these different seminars and we read all these books and we talk to our girlfriends and we just be trying to figure out what is it that men are looking for. Why it seem like, you know, the women that's not really about nothing is wifed up and getting all the perks and the good ones who, you know, are educated and, you know, and independent and on the right track and trying to be that, you know, that superwoman. Why is it that they're single? And so we got our my honey here is going to be hammering away at some of my hard questions.
I had to take this out of MJ's hand, y'all. So y'all,
but it's a good prop.
I understand, yeah.
So
hard work.
Yes. So it's a good prop. And so we want to know from a man's point of view, honey.
Wow.
Why is it that it seems like men don't necessarily go for the woman that is, you know, independent and got her own job and can make her own way, and you know she carries herself with a certain class, a certain je ne sais quoi, right? But the women that don't really seem to be, you know, on they toes seem to be the ones that get wifed up. Why is that?
Okay, so hold on. So they don't want, okay. Now, first of all, it's a certain type of man.
Okay, well, let's break it down. Go ahead.
Certain type of man.
All right.
So, I mean, for me personally, I don't want nobody that ain't got nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But for a man who has not found out what he want to do with his life yet, and he hasn't hit that career path or started that business that he want to start, he don't feel comfortable enough or secure enough to be with a woman who got more going on than him. You know, if his wife making $50,000 a year and he making $25,000 a year, I mean, that right there is a problem in his mind.
Okay.
Now, it may not be an issue for the woman, but it may be an issue in his mind because just off the income alone, he's feeling like he's not enough, like he ain't adding up.
Okay.
Not thinking that, you know, he can work that $25,000 a year job, and while working that $25,000 a year job, he can still be working a business to catch that income up.
And so is it anything that, you know, the woman should do or can do to make him feel more a part of the unit, even though she's making more money than him?
I don't really think so. Hold on, y'all. So what's that?
He's fine.
Okay. You got it.
I'm hungry again.
Okay. All right. Drink your water and go in your room. All right. So y'all expect these interruptions.
Right.
Ask the question again, because I just gave a false answer because MJ distracted me.
All right. So when a man makes less money than his wife or his woman, is there anything that the woman can do to make him feel, you know, more a part of their union instead of him feeling so intimidated by, you know, the money that she's making, because she still wants that man to lead and to be the head of that household.
Right. And I think that as long as she doesn't treat him like he's inferior, then I think it'll be okay. But again, it depends on the type of man you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a man that's very insecure and he's always, you know, got confidence issues, then you're gonna have that problem for the rest of your relationship or marriage or whatever. And the only thing that's going to change, now here's the thing now, see, you can get a dude that's making that $25,000 a year, but what if he gets a job that's making $75,000 and is more than her 50?
Right.
Now, does he become overbearing and feel like he gotta, you know, throw his weight around because now he's making $75,000? See, the thing on both sides is just because you're making a certain amount and he making a certain amount, the one thing that you got to realize is that if you guys are going to work together and build this stuff together, it really don't matter about who makes the most.
Right.
Especially if the money going to take care of the same bills. It don't matter.
Right.
Okay? So it's like when you're in that position, man, if you're in that position, if you're making $25,000, that don't mean that you're not the head of your household, you know, but don't try to throw your weight around when you do make more money.
Right.
Yeah.
And one thing you and I always talk about is just forgetting tradition, forgetting the traditional role, and just whoever is better at whatever the task is or the responsibility is for your household, just do it. Don't try to label it. Yeah,
them roles are real important. So like, you know, if your wife is better at managing the money, then you don't need to be managing the money.
Right.
Now, still now, it doesn't mean that you can't have no input.
Right.
You still can have input.
Right.
But the big decisions is on her.
Right.
Now, again, if your husband is better at managing the money than you are, then your husband needs to be managing the money. Now, when it comes to managing that money, it's not based on the relationship. Like, oh, you the man, you the woman, so since you the man, you need to handle that. And since you the woman, you need to handle that. I think that taking that approach is disastrous.
Yeah.
I've seen women who will be like, well, baby, you the man, so you supposed to handle the money.
Right.
And they let their husband handle the money, and then they broke. And the bills ain't never paid on time. And their house going to foreclosure. I done seen it happen.
Right.
They get kicked out. And the wife don't know nothing about what's going on. Because she's actually a better money manager than he is.
Right.
But she's giving him the role, and he don't have no money management skills.
Based on tradition.
Yeah.
And so what I'm hearing is that before you even get into, you know, baby, let's get married, let's outline, let's talk about and discuss what the other one, what's our strengths and weaknesses, and let's acknowledge that and be truthful about that. instead of just falling into tradition.
Right, absolutely.
All right.
That's dangerous.
All right. So let's kind of back it up a little bit because we kind of fast forward into some things. But let's back it up into our love story.
Yes.
Right. Because the topic is what makes a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we are married.
Mm-hmm.
And so and so I want to kind of back it up and know what was it, how did you know, what was that internal, like, yeah, she's the one. What were those characteristics that stood out to you?
Well, every woman want to know the answer to that question.
Of
right?
course.
I ain't telling you.
Yes, you
But
are.
no, but so it's a lot of things, but one that is very, 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 very important is a woman who cannot keep peace in the house is not a wife. I'm telling you.
Break that down.
So if you come in the house and she complaining all of the time about everything, nitpicking about everything, man, that ain't no wife. I'm telling you. So I know some of y'all deal with it and you tolerate it, but if you don't have no peace in your household, then how's the woman even holding the house together?
But if I'm repeating the same thing day in and day out, and then I just explode, then it sounds like I'm not keeping the peace, but really I've tried to say it a gentle way, and then it just seems like it's falling on deaf ears.
It's different than a nagging woman versus a woman that wants something to get done. Like if you want something to get done, you can say it, and that's just, it is what it is. Did it get done? No. Okay. Come on, brother. Get up, let's do it. But a woman that's nagging, who always has something going on, and is creating constant disruption in the flow of the house, that's a problem. And that's a person you should not marry. I'm telling you. Don't marry that. Because you're going to always have stress and no peace in your household.
Okay. So before we got on air, we kind of talked about how to reframe that. What would that look like if a man comes home from work and he's tired, but the wife has been home, she's dealing with the kids, she's dealing with just the day-to-day, and he's also exhausted from his job. How do they not come together and clash with each other? How should they instead embrace each other in order for, that wife to soothe her husband in that time?
Well, I think whoever gets home first, you need to start your relaxation period then. Like, you got to unplug from the rest of the world, So, like, if I come home first and I know my wife's going to be home in an hour, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come in the house and I'm going to go take a shower. And while I'm in that shower, that's going to be my time to relax. So, relax, get my thoughts together, get refreshed or whatever. And then when she come home, I'm already in a peaceful mindset. I'm already good. So, if I need to cater to her when she comes in, I'm in the headspace to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she can go take her bath or whatever. Or I can have her bath ran for her with some bubble baths and some flowers on top, some chocolates on the side with the candles lit. Let me tell y'all. So I remember when we first had MJ, he was a newborn, and oh my goodness, that was like the most challenging time in our relationship. Because here it is, I'm with this little infant all day who is crying, who needs my attention 24/7. Michael is working at Toyota, so he's a car salesman. He's on his feet. He probably was working 80 plus hours. Yeah, 80 to 90 hours a week.
And so we both needed a break. We both was like, right? And so when you would get home, I'm like, okay, here go the baby. And you would be like, okay, I just walked in the door.
Right.
I haven't even taken off my shoes yet.
Right.
But I was just so relieved that you were there so I could get a break. And so there had to be some shifting, some maturing, we had to press through some things.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's why I understand now why you young boys and young gals can't hold on to no relationship once the baby get born, and a lot of y'all skip out on the child And it ain't because you don't like the girl or whatever. It's when that baby come, the whole atmosphere changed because you got a new person in your space, and you got to make adjustments. And a lot of people don't make the adjustments, and it just become way too much.
Yeah.
And some people never recover because they don't recognize that it's the new thing in your life that's causing the challenges. You know what I'm saying? And you think it's your wife or your husband that's causing the challenge. And so the baby is a blessing.
Right.
But you have to know how to work in a different way when the baby comes. Otherwise, it's going to be disastrous.
Yeah. So one of the things that I would say helped us in that difficult period, because there was no peace at first, was definitely having some good girlfriends around who could give advice and say, well, understand his side as well. He's tired. He just got in the door. He didn't even have a break. He's trying to detox his day. And here it is. You just you're so overwhelmed. You're not even caring about what his, day was like. And so you got to allow him at least 30 minutes to come in and just kind of relax, not do anything, woosah. And then also, because I was horrible at first with having any kind of routine with the baby. It was just, I'm up, he up, and we just trying to get through the day. But once I listened and was like, all right, let me, even though he's a newborn, I looked at sleep training videos. I looked at, different sound effects I could give him to kind of give him some white noise in the background so he can get, tired and, just have more of a routine in my day so that once you did get home, it wasn't so chaotic. And
Right.
so that, that helps, it's not an ultimate, but and then also what helped too was that we went back to date night.
Yeah.
We definitely went back to date night.
Hey, Melvis.
Hey, girl. And we also, when we couldn't always go on date night, we did little fun things like play Uno. Because that was like our favorite, that's still our favorite game to play with each other is Uno. Right. And, I always beat him. So, it's always fun for me. So.
First of all, I'm going to introduce her to the game.
Oh, my Lord. You lied.
You knew how to play Uno?
You introduced me to the game.
Did you know how to play?
I played before.
What? Whoa. Anyway, after I destroy her on a regular basis.
Oh, goodness.
Listen, y'all. Cece used to get so mad.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I was trying to get rid of this bubble. All right, go ahead.
So anyway, back to like I was saying, Cece used to get so mad when I used to beat her on Uno, she'd throw the card.
Oh. So, this is why you gotta have cameras in your house so people can just see the truth. We can roll back the footage.
Right.
All right.
Victory after victory.
All right. So peace. So you're saying that even though we've had our differences, there was still an element of peace that I brought to the atmosphere, to the relationship.
Yep.
That was important.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what's something else that makes a wife that makes her different from a girlfriend? Because that's really what we are trying to distinguish here.
Yeah, I think a wife is a person that can generally help you build what you're trying to build. Like a person that can actually see your vision and help push it to the next level. Okay. Like that's a wife. You know what I'm saying? That's a help me, And honestly, that's why I look at when people always talk about submission. The Bible actually tell you to submit yourselves one to another. But when I look at submission, I don't look at it like everybody else does. Yeah. I look at it like under mission. So you got to get under your husband's mission and push that. Push him there. So the submission, I get under your mission, I push you there. And the same thing with the husband. I got to know what it is that you're good at. And the wife also has to be able to see the weaknesses and fill those spots or be able to point out those spots because a wife is a person that's like a side mirror that can actually see your blind spots, the stuff that you don't see. And men, we get ourselves into some crazy situations and our mindset is we can handle it, we can figure it out. Nah, I got this. It's under control, but the wife be like, we ain't about to do that. Nah, not today. All extra. That's how we feel. but reality is a lot of times they see some stuff that we don't see.
Very true.
And vice versa. But the thing, God gave them a different skill set, different gifting, where they can just feel certain things with certain people, and they be like, you don't need to mess with him, or nah, you don't need to be around her.
Yeah.
And then, and then in the times that we don't listen, you know, we go forward with it and go forward with it, and then bam, hit you right in the head, and you be sitting there looking like, dang, I should have listened.
Right.
So I think a wife is actually extra eyes, you know.
That's good. Now, one thing that, you know, we talked about in our early stages of dating is I was in pursuit of getting my master's degree in therapy, and you were very intrigued by the idea that I was in pursuit of something that, you know, was fulfilling to me.
Yeah.
And it was like, you liked the fact that I had my own identity. I wasn't waiting for, you know, for someone to fill a void, so to speak.
Yeah.
Kind of go more into that and tell me what stood out to you with that.
Oh, that can go deep. So basically, I didn't want a person that that didn't have nothing going on for themselves, because I'm like, I don't want to be around here just celebrating my victories.
Right.
I'm gonna have victories.
Right.
I want to celebrate some of your victories too. You know, I want to go and be able to stand in the audience and clap my hands like, yay, go girl, you better do it. Do it. Tell them. Show. Talk. Like, you want to be able to brag on your wife, man, and a woman that ain't got nothing going on, ain't nothing to brag on. They ain't got nothing to brag on. And so I just feel like every man want to look at their wife and just be proud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Proud of everything. How they dress, how they look, how they talk, how they move, how they do business, or whatever. And if you working a job, you know, how you work your job, you know what I'm saying? Like, kill it.
Right.
Kill it. If you pursuing your degree, man, kill it. Like we're gonna be at your graduation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you don't have nothing going on, like, you know,
Yeah.
if you just saying that you're a bad bee and all this stuff like that,
Right.
but you ain't got nothing going on, because most of the people, they talking about, oh, I'm a bad this, I'm a bad that, you know.
Right.
They on government assistance by choice,
Right.
not by happenstance.
Yeah.
By choice.
Yeah.
Like, they know how to work the system, and that's where they want to be. And they'll have on all the Gucci, the Prada, Louis Vuitton, whatever going on. Don't have no job, ain't got nothing going on for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they look fly.
Right.
But if you mess around and marry that, she gonna be the one popping off at the mouth all the time. She gonna be the one causing stress when you come home. She gonna be the one that come home that, you know, dinner might be done. and if it's done, it's gonna be something that she put in the microwave.
No, don't do that.
I'm telling you. You know, nobody wants to marry the microwavable girl.
Right, that part.
It's just a fact.
Right.
You know?
And so let's go back to what you talked about before with building. You want a partner that you can build with.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the idea of building seems amazing. It seems like, you know, that's like the fun part of just putting the idea out there. But then when the actual work comes, something gets lost. And so what for you has been your experience in that, and how did you know that that's what you needed in the second go round?
Oh boy, how do I answer that one? Great question, CC. Man.
We can talk general.
I don't want to be too specific. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm trying to go around the corner and come back to it. Because I've had experience before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had experience before where, you know, you got a good idea or whatever, and the person, they're able to verbally add to the idea. That's it.
Right.
You know, when it comes to getting it done, man, nothing. Nothing at all, you know. And so I knew that's what I needed, right? A person, or let me say that's what I wanted. I didn't need it because I'm a self-starter.
Right.
So I'll go out there and I get it going. But if we're gonna go and pursue this thing together, let us both have a role.
Yeah.
You know, and take some of the weight off. Versus just sitting back and collecting the check. You know what I'm saying? Let's both go out here and get this check. Let's both learn how to build this business. Let's both learn how to network and how to put this stuff together, because what happened if I die?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I die and everything go down the drain. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I've seen that with a lot of women. You know, a lot of women, they don't learn the business. When their husband died, they don't know what to do with the money.
Right.
And they don't know how to run the business. They don't even know where to start.
Right. And so what was it in this relationship where it was like, all right, she's somebody I can build with? It better not be nothing cheesy. Go ahead.
Because you had long, beautiful hair. Nah, so alright, so in this relationship, one thing that I saw with Cece that was really good is me and her, we would talk about all kind of stuff, right? And we'll have all this good conversation. But whenever Cece needed to do her homework, Cece did her homework.
This was way back. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Homework.
So, yeah, back in when you was getting your master's, like, whenever Cece needed to do her homework, no matter how good the conversation was over.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And so what about that was like, because you were like, she's on her business. Like,
you understand how to prioritize.
Yeah.
Like, this conversation is real good, but I'm really here to try to get my education and get my degree.
Yeah.
So this conversation gotta wait until another time. I never felt like I was in front of your goals.
Oh.
So being able to see that was a big thing for me. It's like, this woman is about her business, about her goals. And so that was exciting. I was happy to get off the phone with you so you can go do your homework.
All right now.
Yeah, because your priorities were in place. Because I knew, running a business, like, you got to have your priorities in place. You can't have them conversations with some of the people that you used to, not because anything happened, just because time doesn't permit that there's another goal in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I saw that in you, and so, that was attractive.
Wow. We never had that conversation. That's pretty cool.
I can't tell you everything.
Who got some homework to do?
Is this helping somebody?
Go do some homework.
Give us some likes, some thumbs up. If this is helping you, give us some likes, give us some thumbs up. I'll talk to you girls.
Yes. Come on, ladies. Come on and like this. Hey, fellas. And so...
Misty Kern, what's going on with you?
Hey, girl. And so, let me see. So, when we talk about, the makeup of a wife, it sounds like we're talking about somebody who can be in a relationship, but also be committed to her husband and be committed to herself at the same time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was so good.
Yes. There we go.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
Committed.
You got to have a woman that's committed to you.
Yes.
And committed to herself.
Yes.
Yep. And Cece was so selfish when we first met, but in a good way.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but in a good way though, y'all. In a good way. Yeah, she was. Thanks for all the likes.
Yes,
I see all the love. We see all the love. We see all the love.
Woo.
So Cece was selfish in a good way, y'all. So, if she had something that she had to do, that was just it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I want to touch on that for a minute, because oftentimes, I hear so many women say, even when I was practicing therapy, they would say, I look up one day and now I am 48, 50 years old, and my life has just gone by, and I have just done everything. I raised the kids, I took care of my husband, I've done everything for everybody else, and it's like my dreams just got put on the back burner. And so one of the things that attracted me to you that we had in common was that we said, even when we have kids, our kids are an addition to our life. They're not our life. And most people that may not register well with them, they may be like, oh, what you trying to say? Like, your kids don't matter? No, they absolutely do. But that's why they're an addition. Because if we make MJ, or we make our, future kids our life, then that means everything else stops. And then we have nothing, no legacy to leave for them, right? And so it was very important that I stay focused and he stay focused, and there are goals that we each have individually and we have together, and we talked about those things in great detail before we even, pursue the relationship, because it was important for both of us to really know, like, he's the one, she's the one. Like, it was brutal interviewing process, I would say. I mean, we had some long conversations, just really getting to know each other. What was our, religious background? How do we plan on, how do we plan on giving our children consequences? How do we plan what religious beliefs that we want to instill in our kids? What do we think about money? What do we think about the future? Like, what was it that was going to really, did we believe in growing? Because sometimes, what you over here laughing at?
I'm trying to get in this shot, man.
Because sometimes
I'm struggling.
Like, I met you when I was 25.
So long ago.
I know, right? I'm 31 now. And I'm not the same person that I was. But if you wanted me to be that, we wouldn't be able to make it.
Not at all.
Right? Mm-hmm. But some people are okay with that. They want that same old feeling, that same person that once was, who they originally met.
Y'all, I don't want 25-year-old CC. We will not be together. Do you understand me? Do you hear me what I say?
Whatever.
I don't want 25-year-old CC. Give me this old chicken right here.
Oh my goodness. He is a clown. All right, so we talked a bit about what are the characteristics when it comes to finding, what makes a wife a wife. And now go into, because we had a really good conversation off camera about the difference between a girlfriend and a wife. Because sometimes as a girlfriend, you giving your all, you cooking, you cleaning, you holding him down, you helping build the business. And then he moves on with somebody else.
Absolutely.
And I got a problem with that.
Why?
Let me take this hammer. No, I got a problem with that. So help me understand the mindset of a man that would be with a woman that is holding him down for years when all his friends and family was saying, oh, you ain't never gonna be nothing, and she building him up, and then he just deuces at some point.
Because, now listen to me good, y'all.
Let me hear.
Listen, women. I'm telling you now, this is a little golden nugget for why a lot of women get cheated on and stuff like that. Because something in that man still is able to recognize that you don't value yourself enough.
All right, pause.
That ain't deep. That's deep enough.
When you said that really made me mad.
That's okay though.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Because I'm really mad.
What you mad for?
For real.
Listen.
Go ahead. I feel like you talking about me and you not.
I know.
Go ahead.
Okay. Goodness gracious, baby.
I got in my emotions. Yeah, go ahead. I'm representing for you ladies because I ain't like that.
I can get a kiss.
No.
We together.
Go ahead.
Like a living cut. And we still together.
Boy, go ahead and expound on this ridiculous notion you talking about.
It's not a ridiculous notion. Understand, guys. Not guys, but girls. Guys get this, right? When you are... Jesus, okay. I had a rough background. I don't even want to give you all the insight there. But listen. When you are overcommitting yourself too early, dudes do not respect you. So when you're giving wife commitment at the girlfriend and boyfriend level, you lose him.
So y'all ladies, chime in and tell me what you think about this, because go a little deeper, because I'm still missing something.
All right, it's just like a dude meeting a girl, and she ready to sleep with him on the first night. Meeting him or whatever, y'all go have sex and he never calls you back. You know why?
Why?
Even though you fine and the sex could have been good and all of that or whatever, because he instinctively just realizes, I don't even think he's aware of it, but subconsciously you don't value yourself.
But he wanted to have sex too. That don't make no sense.
It don't matter. It don't have to make sense. A lot of stuff y'all do don't make sense. Listen.
Okay,
I'm telling you, listen, the dude sees you as a person that does not value himself. Value yourself. That's why you have sex on the first night, the dude don't call you back. Or if he does call you, it's for another booty call.
Okay, I get that part.
But then the woman that holds out or whatever, she ain't as fine as you. She ain't got the curves in the same places. and she's able to hold herself to him, he said, that's a woman right there. That's what I want. That's what I'm attracted to. If I'm gonna put a ring on it, that's what I want. Absolutely.
Even though he pursues her, he buys her the drink at the club, he gets her phone number, he takes her, invites her to the hotel.
Yep.
It's still, you don't value yourself.
Nope.
Even if this might not even be her character.
Nope. Listen, a woman that plays hard to get keeps a man attention. A woman playing hard to get keeps a man attention. Now, I don't think she should always play hard to get, but she got to play hard to get them draws. Absolutely. She got to play hard to get them draws, and might not get them draws until you're married. You know what I'm saying? The dude respects that more.
Okay,
It ain't about just giving yourself to whoever want to have sex with you, because you're not rare. You're just like the rest of the girls out here giving themselves away. Okay. You ain't no different from the other girl around the corner that I had sex with last week, because she gave it up easy too. Right. Okay. So I'm not going to commit myself to that. So now, fast forwarding a little bit, going back a little bit to when she's helping build a business, do this and do that and do all of the stuff here. Yeah, she's doing all of this, she's doing all of that, and you're not marrying her because she has not showed you any, has not showed you that she values herself. She has not showed you. She showed you that she values you. But she has not showed you that she values herself. Because listen, she is so wrapped up in you that she does not do anything for herself.
But she thinks that by helping you, she's partnering with you.
But what about you?
Because she has an aspiration to be your wife. That's why. And if we go back to submission, your point earlier, then that's her helping you achieve your vision.
Nope. That's why a woman can help a man build a business and he leaves her, because he still has not seen her do anything for herself. You ain't did nothing for yourself, but you did everything for me. Yeah. Congratulations, I have a successful business. Yay. But you ain't,
see, when you say it like that, it makes it seem so small.
Makes what seem small?
It makes it seem like her role is so small. Like, you helped me with my business.
It's small because she made it small. She decided to put all her eggs in this basket and didn't do nothing for herself.
But if he is telling her, "Oh, baby, thank you," that's why I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna marry you one day, and feeding her all of this, all of this nothingness. Because at the end of the day, he still ups and decides to move on with somebody else. That is heartbreaking.
It may be heartbreaking, but you missing it. You totally missing it. If you feel like you about to pour all this stuff into a man, do nothing at all for your own good, and he still want to rock with you, nah, not interested.
And so you're saying that she should be following her?
Hold on, let me tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, because you are his girlfriend and you didn't do nothing wrong, understand there's levels to it, right? It's levels. So it's like, you can do this at this level, at the girlfriend and boyfriend level, you helping with the business. You ain't did nothing to yourself. So you haven't done anything wrong with me. So I cannot say this relationship is over, but you're not going to be my wife, though.
So I can't say relationship is over because you helped me in business.
Yeah, you haven't done anything wrong to me, but there's another level, and marriage is the ultimate level.
Okay,
so if you're not leveling up is doing for the both of us, doing for you and doing for me, and vice versa, me doing for you and me doing for me too.
And so you're saying that while she's helping him with his business, if she would still be focused, let's say she wants to get her college degree or she wants to pursue her own business, if she's doing both, then to him, that means that she's invested in herself and him as well.
Have you noticed and I want y'all to give me some likes on this right here. If you ever seen this situation or been in this situation yourself, okay? If a woman is going to school and getting a degree, and let me tell you this right here, I just gotta give it to you from my own experience, okay? So anytime in my past experience, anytime you got a dope boy with a smart girl and she is in school, he will make sure that she stay in school.
Yeah,
and he will make sure that she don't go get no job. He will make sure that her bills are taken care of, all of that. You know why? Because you doing something for yourself. Now, when you get out of school, you might help him count that money up, that dirty money, but you still doing something for yourself.
Yeah. Don't do it, ladies, please. But I get what you're saying.
Listen, no man wants to be with a woman that can't do something for herself. Yeah. And a man that wants to be with the woman that can't do nothing for herself, he's a controller.
That is true.
Guarantee he's a controller.
That is true.
Yeah. He will brainwash you and have your behind locked up in the house all day, tell you what you can and what you cannot do, and you really don't have no argument because all the money coming from him.
Yep. So you basically a child.
You a child.
Yeah.
You a child. And a child can't take care of themselves. What's up, Robert? What's going on? But yeah, a child can't take care of themselves.
True.
So you putting yourself out there like you was a child.
Yeah. And so that's the other part of it is if the man is, again, the one that's doing the breadwinner, so to speak, and the woman is not in pursuit, it's still that level of, I don't have that same respect for you because it's like you're one of the kids.
Right. Y'all give me some love, some thumbs up or something if this helping y'all. All I'm saying is no man wants to be with a woman that's not in pursuit of something. You got to be in pursuit.
And that's the next level that makes you a wife.
Right. You don't have to arrive. You ain't got to already be there, but you at least got to be in pursuit.
All right, ladies. So it sounds like what he's saying is that in order to achieve the next level of wife status, be in pursuit of something. Whatever your desires are, be in pursuit of it. Correct?
Yes. I'm trying to read Angela's question.
So what about the women that actually does things for herself but still end up being single? Yeah, honey. What about that?
Oh, my boy E. Don Jackson is here. Hey, E. Chime in, bruh. Listen. So women that still end up being single, now, this can go a lot of different ways, so don't be mad at me. So it depends. Give me a little more context to it. So they got a degree, they got all of that stuff or whatever, and they still find themselves single.
Yeah, so Angel says, so what about the women that actually does things for herself, but they still end up single?
Okay, so maybe you're not attracting the right man. Maybe the idea that you have about a man and being in relationships is the wrong information. Maybe it's the wrong information.
So sometimes the downloading could be incorrect.
Yeah, stuff like this right here. If you're interested in a guy, you should never show any signs to him that you're interested.
Right.
He should just walk across the room and pick you out.
Yeah.
That's stupid. You're gonna be single for a long time.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. You can't be expecting to float across the room and just single you out. I got you.
Yeah, and what people would do is they'll take the Bible scripture out of context. You know, where the Bible say, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing." Okay.
Right.
All right. So you want to take that, right? But if we're gonna talk about the Bible, we got to put the whole thing in context. Okay.
What we got?
Because guess what? Ruth was sure in pursuit of Boaz. Sure was sleeping at the foot of his bed, left handfuls behind for on purpose. All of that, y'all. Come on, read the whole text, read the whole Bible. If we're gonna read the Bible, she was following that brother. Okay, so she pursued the man that she wanted.
Okay, but you know you don't want to be desperate. You know you don't want to come off like you're so available.
Yeah, but you don't want to come off as if you're the prize. And you don't, and it go both ways.
Yeah.
Both of you are valuable.
Yeah.
See, sometimes women have the approach that the only value is in them and not in the man. And if you take that mindset, Like, I'm so valuable. I'm so valuable.
Yeah.
I'm the prize. Pursue me.
Right.
You're already losing.
Right.
You're already losing, and no man is gonna want to connect with that.
Yeah. And then also, oftentimes when we think about once you do get in that relationship, how you argue is also a key point in whether or not you're gonna be single.
Yeah.
Because one thing about arguing is that it really shows, of course, your true colors. And if your arguing style is to belittle and to put down and to just break a person, trust me, you're not gonna have a person for long. What would you say to that, honey, when it comes to how you argue? What's important about that?
Yeah, so now that's going to be one of the biggest things, guys, that you got to work on as a couple, and especially black women, black men, you know.
And Spanish. Don't be doing that.
Well, I'm black, so I only can speak to my experience. But all I'm saying is we know how to cut. You know what I'm saying? We can chop you down, hacksaw Jim Duggan, yeah. And so, and that's both ways. So we gotta know how not. And you know, man, you can get into an argument with a woman, and they can say the most disrespectful thing to you in the world, and and we deal with it. And as soon as we say the smallest thing,
I don't know about all that. The smallest.
You so disrespectful. You say that to them, and now they're in the ICU on oxygen. You hurt my feelings.
Silly.
Oh my God! How could you say that? It's over.
Not the ICU.
Yeah, we ain't got time for all that, man.
You are a mess.
We got some questions.
So we got successful, independent, and winning does not equal wife.
Absolutely.
Go talk about it, E.
That's right.
Successful, independent, and winning does not equal a wife.
Now we got some other questions up there.
All right, but I want you from a man's perspective, and E, maybe you can expound on what you're saying. I want you to go into that. Successful, winning, and independent does not equal wife. Is that because you're still not seen as a partner?
Well, you're not a successful wife.
Because of what?
Listen, because you have a successful business, great. Just because you're winning, great. Mm-hmm. But there's another area called wife, and you got to conquer that.
And so wife means teammate. And if you're not a good teammate,
that's part of it.
Okay, well that's one part of it, but let's go into the other part.
Yeah, you may have to. What's up, man?
He's good, he's just playing.
Okay. All right. So, I got MJ is over here off the camera, so listen, like, you can be winning at business and be great at business, but it don't mean that you're a good wife. That don't mean that you know how to really make love to your husband. That don't mean that you know how to talk to him when he's down. How do you encourage him in a way that doesn't belittle him? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that you still know how to step in and help him build his business, help put his ideas together. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean that you know how to cook
to talk to his soul and pour into him the way he needs to be poured into.
Yeah.
Speak to his spirit.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Women got magical powers given by God. I'm telling you. But if you don't know how to put the magical powers in position to bless that man, I'm telling you, you're not going to be no wife.
All right. So Carolyn says
listen, all I'm saying, a wife is an earned position. It is.
Oh, okay, honey. We into it. All right. So we got a person who says, Carolyn says, my issue is I have a few businesses and the guys I date don't support or tell me I'm doing too much. All right. So maybe it goes back to not prioritizing the relationship, still being able to do what you need to do in business, but then prioritizing the relationship and helping them understand what it is that you do.
Okay, so my issue is I have a few businesses. All right, congratulations. And the guys I date don't support or tell me I'm doing too much. Okay, wrong men. Listen, there's some bad guys out here that you should never even consider. So what I would tell you to do is in your criteria, you need to add entrepreneur.
Right.
Because one thing about it is, if you don't have a man that's an entrepreneur like you are, Carolyn, he's not gonna get it, honestly.
Right.
He's not gonna get the long hours and the long nights and all the stuff like that. A man that just has a 9 to 5, when he gets off that 9 to 5, he wants to take a shower and he want to go hit the town with his girlfriend or with his wife, and it's okay for him to desire that. But all I'm saying is that your desires and his desires just don't add up.
Right.
They just don't add up.
And if you are going to pursue a guy that has a 9 to 5, going back to bringing him into your world, is saying, hey, baby, why don't you help me with whatever, marketing or, whatever it is that you need help in, so that he can understand, like he's saying, and feel that intensity, feel what it's like to be in your shoes. Because one thing about it, me being, a former full-time student, it was things that he was sharing with me about business that I hadn't experienced yet. So I wasn't, I could hear it, I could, have an idea of what he was talking about. But until I actually walked in those shoes, I couldn't really relate. And so the conversation and the experience and the bond that we've developed since doing this together has really strengthened as a result. So I agreed to get with an entrepreneur or to pull somebody in if they do have a regular career job, bring them into your world and make them a part of it so that they can too experience what you're experiencing. All right.
Yeah, I want to go to Carolyn real quick.
All right.
All right, so I see you talking to Angel. So, Angel, my
Yeah.
bad. I can't read tonight. So you gave up. I'd rather stay single.
No.
That's the problem. That's what I'm talking about. You don't stay single for that, girl. No. Listen, only problem is that you just have not connected with the right person.
That's all.
Now here come a problem too. Now it can go deeper. I'm not saying this is you. I'm speaking in general. Sometimes you are attracting the wrong type of men because of a hurt that you have in your past.
Good point.
You see what I'm saying? Also, you might not be ready for balance yet. You got a lot going on. You running multiple businesses. I understand where you are. But are you taking time for personal and self-care?
All right, and we're back.
So are you taking time for personal and self-care?
Right.
If you're not taking time for personal and self-care, a brother that's an entrepreneur is and has balance at the same time may be a great fit for you. Absolutely. That may be the thing that you absolutely need. That he came into your life and showed you how to be balanced again.
Yeah.
You remember when you was good and balanced? I remember when. You know what I'm saying? I have a hard time with balance sometimes too. And I'm learning now how to enjoy life more.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that's something to consider. But don't be single just because it's been rough out there. What's up, Lachey? I ain't even see you. Come on.
Yep. And to your point, one thing that I heard in my single days all the time was, and I said it too, so I was guilty, was, I just got to find myself. I got to work on me. I have to, figure out, what I need, heal those parts of myself so that I can be a good wife, so I could be, a good mom. Before I can do that, I just need to stay single. But guess what? It was a lot of ugly that I didn't even know I had until I got with somebody. Your mate, your partner is literally a mirror of who you are. Like, they hold up a mirror and they show you everything about yourself. So it's not until you get in a relationship that you really see who it is that you are dealing with. And the thing about it is you got to be willing to push through and be transparent and be vulnerable and say, yes, I am weak in this area. Yes, I do have these flaws. And the other person has to also allow you to grow and mature in areas as well, so that you guys can grow together. That's the only way that you're going to have longevity in any relationship. We have fallen for this narrative that, you're going to have a perfect relationship, or at least close to perfect. As long as I keep God first, as long as God got a hand and God going to send me my Mr. Right, and I'm going to pray about the right man. And once he show up, God gonna fix it and we not gonna have no problems. No, it don't work like that at all.
And I think that's the reason why a lot of marriages fail. You got the wrong expectation.
Yes.
You think that when you get married that you ain't gonna argue no more. Yes, you are. And as a matter of fact, you're gonna argue more. You know why? Because you ain't never lived with nobody before.
Right.
That's right. And you ain't never lived with this person before.
Right.
So because you ain't never lived with them before, y'all gonna have different ways. Like, you want the toilet tissue turned up, they want the toilet tissue turned down. They like to get up early in the morning, you like to sleep in. They want the dishes on this side. Some people don't like using the dishwasher and they rather hand wash. And other people like using the dishwasher. With the food that you cook, they don't like that. They don't like that kind of seasoning. It's a lot of stuff to argue about, but it does not mean that this is not a marriage that can work. All you got to do is, first of all, accept that just because we're not on the same page doesn't mean we can't be together. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it again. Yes. Just because we're not on the same page does not mean we can't be together. So sometimes the issues are really ridiculous. Yeah. And y'all just got to decide. Instead of, taking dishes and putting it on the other side of the cabinet, just say, baby, I like the dishes over here on this side of the cabinet because A, B, and C. And okay, cool. And a lot of times it's as simple as that. When it comes to toothpaste, okay? baby, I'm telling you.
People was having real problems. You always talk about toothpaste. Go ahead.
Listen, babe, I'm telling you. Nobody died from mosquito bites. You know what I'm saying? But they irritate you. Okay? The mosquito bites, kill you. More people,
get to your point, baby. Go ahead.
More people die from shark bites than they do from mosquito bites. So I'm arguing. Remember that I'm upset and the problem,
right?
Not the person.
Yes, very good.
Great, awesome. But all I'm saying is, if you don't like how your wife squeezed the toothpaste, buy another tube. So get 2 tubes of toothpaste and the problem solved. So it's stuff like that actually, baby, I done sat in counseling sessions with people when they argue over the toothpaste. Okay. Just buy another tube of toothpaste.
Oh, okay.
Just buy another tube of toothpaste.
Simple as that.
So simple.
All right, so getting a little deeper. All right.
Hey, that's deep, I'm telling you. People be petty.
That is true. People do be petty, baby. You're right. Thank you, honey. Talking getting a little underneath the surface here. One thing, going back to expectations. Mm-hmm. If you have the wrong expectations about your significant other, backing it up even more than that, because he and I, we have these debates all the time. And when I tell you, I be standing up for us ladies because I know how we think. So one thing about women is that we often operate on a timeline. Okay? And I've told him, I said, once a woman reaches a certain age, especially when she go on a date with a man, it's no longer, I'm just here to get some free food. It's like, no ma'am, no sir. Like, I'm here because I'm interviewing you and I want to see, can you be my baby daddy? Can you be my husband? Can you be my future? Like, I want to know, like, are you the one? And so we've already kind of, on date number 1, we have mapped out the future in our mind, right?
Hold on, is that true? Is that true, ladies? Is that true?
Yes, Angel. All right, girl. But I will say, Angel, while I was once that person too, we women have to dispel that narrative, okay? Like, I understand you want to be married by a certain age, you want to have a baby by this age, you want to be in your career by that age, you want to buy a house with the husband by a certain time. I get all of that. However, when that does not happen, that is what drives us up the wall, makes us crazy, and it can make us a bit difficult to be in a relationship with. I'm not gonna lie, because the man doesn't know that we have these expectations, we have these goals and these timelines and dates that we set for ourselves.
Tasha, help me. Is this true what Cece's saying?
So he may not know that, and though we may think we have made ourselves clear by laying out what our expectations are when we go into, pursuing this relationship, he still may not understand the degree in which we're very serious about this, right? And so when we hear things like, oh, you know, I'm just taking it slow, I just want to go with the flow, you know, it's kind of too early to decide whether or not we need to be in a committed relationship. Those things are often triggers for us women, because now we like, okay, bruh, you done got the draws, probably by this point. you
If you gained it.
You done text me every morning, good morning, beautiful. You done, you know, got me a Valentine's Day gift. You let me meet your mama. You done all these things, right? And now you want to tell me that you're not sure that I'm the one. You want to go with the flow. But if I don't need to be beating your mama if we going with the flow. Because you ain't beating my mama unless I know you it. You know what I'm saying?
If the flow flows towards the mama, then what's the problem?
Ladies, give me some love, because I know this is how we really think behind closed doors.
So y'all telling me just because we went out on a date and I ordered you some lobster, I guess ordering lobster is too much. That's too much.
And no.
Okay. order some lobster or some steak or whatever. some scrimps or whatnot, and you just so happen to meet my mama. Now you thinking that it's a sign that we're gonna be together forever.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely, because there are things that you do when you're on a special level with somebody.
Ladies, listen.
Y'all see what I did with?
No, listen. This is a date. Did you ever see the thing come on TV? This is a test. This is a date. This is not a marriage rehearsal.
Sir.
Baby.
Sir, listen. There are certain things, what you saying that it sounds too, Tasha? There are certain things that you just don't do if you know that woman is not the one. So what a lot of us women are dealing with is the disappointment of thinking that you're going in one direction and the man is really going in another.
Y'all can't handle a man being a friend. Like
a friend? Are you serious?
Yes, a friend.
You been showing out on camera tonight, Michael Patterson.
Baby, listen, y'all can't handle a man being a friend. A friend. What's wrong with him being a friend? Listen. I'm not counting the sex.
I'm about to say, because by that point, sir.
No, listen. Listen. All I'm saying is, take the sex off the table. Y'all ain't having no sex. Alright? But if he's taking you out to eat, y'all going to a nice movie, and he's being a good friend, what's the problem?
So, okay, you my friend. Why you sending me good morning, beautiful text messages? I'm calling just to check on you. I want to see how you doing. What did you do today? Tell me about your day. Like every single day.
What's wrong with that?
What you mean? What's wrong with that?
You don't call and check on your friends,
Michael.
Oh my Lord. Jesus.
When you know there's a level of attraction.
Oh my God.
And you know we having a real debate right now.
Oh my God.
You know it's a
Any
level.
men on here that can help me out, please. Please.
All friends don't do that. That's right.
All friends don't do what?
Don't be checking. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, heart. What you doing? WYD. No, sir. I told Michael, I said, when I love Chick-fil-A French fries, I don't call Chick-fil-A and be like, what you doing? You still got them fries? No. I pull up to the drive-thru when I'm ready for Chick-fil-A fries.
Chick-fil-A is not a person. You know how crazy this is?
Don't waste my time.
This is a crazy example, y'all. That is a crazy example.
Not. Don't waste my time.
Oh, my Lord. It's not a waste of time. Y'all want somebody to date y'all one night and marry y'all tomorrow. That's crazy.
I mean, it would be nice, love at first sight.
No.
But
that's a fairy tale. Y'all read these books and you gonna marry a mass murderer. I'm telling you, don't do that.
But I'm just saying.
What happened to get to know the person?
Yes.
You might not even want to be with them.
But it don't take that long.
It don't what?
It don't take that long.
How you know?
You cannot tell me.
Listen, If you ain't never been married, you can't tell me how long it takes.
You cannot tell me it takes you a whole 12 months, 2 years, 3 years to know, okay, that's the one right there. That's the one I want to marry. That's the one I want to be with. It don't take that long.
I think the time frame varies from person to person, situation to situation.
It don't take that long, baby.
A year?
That's plenty of time. Like, you should really know. Like, for real, you should really know. A year is a long time invested with somebody.
They may not have been in enough scenarios to say, I want to marry this.
Enough scenarios?
Yeah, baby, a lot of times dudes get married. Let me tell you the conversation we have in the locker room.
Okay, please, because that's what I want to hear.
Tell about the locker room talk.
Please.
They get married to a girl after a year. They be like, yo, I ain't know she was crazy like that. I ain't know she was this. I ain't know she was that. Sometimes people do not know the level of crazy that they're marrying. I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Baby.
Ashley, help me out.
No. Ashley would agree.
Sometimes it's the truth. Oh, I got Jason Fields. He gonna help me.
Jason, where Paula at?
Get
Paula on the line.
No, I got Jason.
Listen.
No, I got Jason. Jason on my side.
It don't take that long for a man to know.
Tell him, man. Sometimes men do not know the level of crazy that they marrying.
Well, then you need to.
If I knew this girl this crazy, I wouldn't have married her.
Well, then you need to spell that out. You need to spell that out early on, that this is either not what you're looking for right now, or just don't call me, bruh. Because if you go,
hold on, what?
Just don't.
That's crazy. Listen, let me catch Jason up real quick. I need Jason on my side. Jason Fields, listen, bro. She talking about when they go on a date. They trying to interview you for their husband,
right?
They baby daddy.
We ain't got time to waste. We don't have no time to waste. I'm 30 years old.
That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
Don't be laughing.
That's crazy.
Listen.
On the first date? That's crazy.
Listen, I'm 30 years old. I know what I want.
Listen, in 2020, bro, don't date nobody, dog. Don't date nobody. You can't. I don't want y'all to go through this, man. Listen, this is a cry out to the brothers. Do not date nobody.
If I'm 30 years old and I know what I want, right? I have an idea at least of what I want in a relationship. I don't have time to be just nobody booty call. Like, I want to know you are in pursuit of the same thing. Like, you want to get married. You want children. You want, what is your goals? What does your future look like? Like, what are you aspiring to do? Like, and yes, like, I'm going to ask these questions because I want to make sure we're on the same page.
Jason, help me, bro.
You know what? Now you want to get, you know what? Let me see.
Jason tagging in. Jason tagging in.
TCC. Hey, Paula, girl. What's up?
No.
Sir.
I got Jason tagging in. You can't tell me this not crazy.
Baby.
Oh, Lord.
Now here's the thing.
Hold on. You think it's okay for you to look at your mate? Not your mate, but your date. Like that's your baby daddy.
No, you.
And y'all ain't had no kids yet.
No, I'm looking at you as a prospect. I'm looking at you as a prospect. Like right now, I'm interviewing. I'm taking interviews now.
Why y'all can't go on a date and become friends?
Yes,
and let that friendship build up into something.
Yes, but I
married my best friend. What happened to that?
But Michael, don't sit up here.
You gotta become your best friend.
First of all, because you front right now.
How am I fronting?
Because when you and I were first dating, we had long discussions about a lot of different topics.
Was you looking at me like that?
I was in prospect mode.
I had no idea.
Well, hey, now you know.
Oh my Lord.
I had to make sure, thank you, as a potential prospect, I had to make sure that I was not wasting my time and my energy. Like, period. Because I knew what I wanted. So there was something in you that I was searching, that I had to make sure, okay, we are in alignment together. Before I could even be like, okay, I'm going to let my guards down. I'm going to tell him all my, vulnerabilities and show that to him and let him meet my mama and, let him be in my circle. Like, I had to scout you out. I had to make sure vet you
but
first.
I met your mama before we was officially dating.
But you met her because I was taking you seriously. If I wasn't taking you seriously, you would not have met my mama. I promise you that. But men, they will take the girl that they know they ain't really even gonna marry or pursue anything with, and they'll let mama meet the lady. Like, nah, we ain't meeting mama. I think if two people are mutually willing to wait longer for whatever reason, that's on them.
Absolutely.
Listen, Jason came late to the conversation.
Nah, Jason, you right on time, bro. Oh, I got Alicia. Alicia, tag in on my side. Say Team Michael. Okay?
Don't say Team Michael.
Trust me, you want what I'm saying.
No.
Listen. Nah, listen, baby. I'm telling you, just because somebody meet your mama don't mean nothing. My friends done met my mama.
But they were They were your friends, like,
and you my friend,
right? But what I'm saying is, before we even meet mamas and best friends, you gotta make sure you gotta at least have some sort of knowing that, all right, this person I actually want to pursue beyond the bedroom. That's all I'm saying. But men oftentimes will just hit it, quit it, and let you meet the crew and not think nothing of it, and you done. You're thinking that you are building something with this person. Like, you're building something with them. So what we got?
Nobody meeting my child, mama, or siblings unless I
know they could possibly be the one. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe they have a mutual goal that they need to be a part to accomplish. Sometimes they put it into dating is a huge distraction for some.
Okay.
I agree with that. Okay. I agree with that. But listen, all I'm saying is, just because we went on a date, it don't have to be that serious. Because I could date somebody else.
So we have had this conversation offline. Obviously, we have not come to the same conclusion.
We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
But you and I did agree that when we were dating, we were both in the mind frame of, can I build with this person? That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
And
when I was first dating you, CC, I was not thinking like, okay, let me see, is she gonna be in the real estate? Is she gonna do this and build this empire together?
Of course, it's gonna come later. So ladies, let me give you a little bit more
Y'all
backstory.
Share this live, please.
Share this live. So let me give you a little bit more. So when you and I was first talking, it was a chick. What was her name?
Don't say
we gonna call her Blue, right? We gonna call her Blue. So Blue was head over heels for Michael. She knew his favorite color was blue. Like, y'all, this girl was crazy. She painted her nail colors blue. She bought him a blue phone. Everything Michael liked. She was basically like, what's that movie Coming to America? He could say bark like a dog. She would have like, she was just head over heels for him, right? And she thought it was cute. She was like, oh yeah, this gonna make him want me, like he gonna wanna be with me because he see how into him, I'm so into him, right? But you weren't. Like, that didn't attract you at all. Right.
That's the point I was making.
Exactly. But
you so wrapped up in me that you don't value yourself.
Right, but you didn't have
I don't want that.
My point is, but you didn't have to go on a date with her to know, nah, that ain't it. She ain't the one.
Yeah,
you didn't have to go on a date.
We went to Burger King.
What she paid for?
We split a meal.
Oh.
We split the meal. We cut that Whopper in half.
Well, that don't count. That don't count. But you didn't have to go. You didn't have to pursue her for no date. You certainly didn't have to wait no whole 12 months to know that, nah, she's too into me. She's not independent enough of her on her own for me to even be attracted to that type of woman. So that's all I'm saying. Like, men know. Just like women know, you have an internal meter that lets you know, like, okay, it's something there. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you acting like women can't hide stuff now.
Okay, tell me what you talking about.
Women can hide some stuff, I'm telling you.
Like what?
Women can hide some stuff.
Who that laughing?
Man, this woman, listen, a woman can be crazy as a mug, and they can hide that craziness for 2-3 years.
What Jason said, he said, it's some city girl minded women out there dating short term too, CC, screaming on the
Thank you.
That is true, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
But they usually show their true colors early on, is all I'm saying. All right.
You got, exactly. Let me ride on that for a minute. Thank you, Jason. You got another,
Jason, don't be giving him nothing. Don't be giving him nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got women out there that just want to take advantage of men. They wanna take their money and do all this stuff, man. And all they doing is wasting people's time. They ain't serious.
Yeah, but a man usually
City girls.
But a man will usually peep that if all she calling you for, hey baby, I gotta get my nails done. What you doing? I don't like.
Angela said something now.
What?
Angela said, you cannot hide a lie forever. I agree.
But at some point, it will come out that she is crazy. You can't hide a lie forever, right?
Yes, that's the point. That's what we're trying to get to.
Right.
Is she crazy? We want to know as soon as we can. But sometimes they tuck the crazy in.
So you saying for a whole year, it'll take you before you can see the crazy.
Because you ain't been in a scenario with them to see the crazy come out.
Okay, so give me a good example of the crazy.
Oh my goodness, what you mean give you a good example?
I mean, some crazy is different.
Baby, it's all kind of crazy. You got the crazy that can't stand if somebody cut them off in line. They want to blow up and fight the girl. Yeah.
You might have a bad day.
Oh my, what? That's crazy. See, you can't deal with that, man. People like that will have you in jail. Nah.
She might have had a bad day at work. You never know. You never know what that woman was going through.
Now you justify her actions. You justify her actions.
I'm just saying that you pretty much know early on what a person is and isn't.
Right, pretty much know.
Hold it down while I take care of MJ.
Listen,
Go ahead.
All I'm telling y'all is you cannot go get caught up with no girl just because she cute and all of that, and y'all went on one date, and just because they thinking to themselves, yeah, that's gonna be my baby daddy and all the stuff there. They put expectations on you that you are not aware of, and that ain't fair. I don't care what they say. That ain't fair.
Listen.
Don't put no expectations on me that I'm not aware of. Let me date you for a while and get to know you. We ain't gotta have sex, we ain't gotta do all that, but let me get to know you first before I even take my mind in that direction.
Okay, but then also while you are figuring it out, don't lead me on either by telling me no, because there are some men, baby, that will tell a woman, I want to marry you, you wifey material.
Right.
Okay, I can see myself being with you for the rest of my life. Yeah. They be writing poems and all of this stuff. Then they be like, all right, I thought this is what I wanted, but I'm out.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree. I got the, listen, right there. Look at that. Show my side. Shakina. Let me see, hold on. Shanika Johnson.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She on my side. Got a girl on my team. I'm telling you.
So I'm just saying it goes both ways. Like you cannot lead somebody on. If you are specific, or if you know, like, okay, this is what I need from a wife, right? This is what I'm looking for that works for me, because every relationship is different. So really, you got to know going in, or have an actually clear understanding of what it is that you need.
Baby.
What?
All I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
What you talking about? You feeling, CC? That make up your mind now. Listen, all I'm saying is, it is not fair for a woman to have a certain level of expectation on a man that he is not aware of.
But we do make ourselves clear.
You don't.
Yes, we do.
Not until after the fact. Not until way after
Michael,
the fact.
I know.
And you upset and you mad about whatever going on, and then that's when it come out.
I know too many women that will say on date number 1, 2, or 3, listen, I'm enjoying our time. I like you, you like me, but I just want to be clear and upfront with you. This is what I'm looking for. And he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm looking for the same thing. And that nigga ain't looking for the same thing. He just saying that. So I'm just saying, like, come on now.
Listen.
Come on.
You got some bad dudes out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you got some dudes that just wanna have fun or whatever. Mm-hmm. And if that's who you are, then you need to let it be known up front. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, women, you need to let it be known up front. If you going and looking all into wedding bells and all that stuff like that, and the stuff that you on date number 1 trying to look for, you're not gonna see it. You know why? Because on a date, everybody put their best foot forward.
That is true.
He not gonna be musky. His feet not gonna stink. He gonna be on time. He gonna have a car. I don't care if he borrows somebody's car. He gonna fool you for that night. So you trying to look to see if this gonna be the one. He gonna be mild tempered and all that stuff. But you don't know he pop off any other time. Popping off, slapping folk. But this is who you want to be your baby daddy on date number 1. That's crazy.
Now, I will say, there was somebody that I was, entertaining before he and I got together. And I remember, it could be subtle things, y'all. So I remember we were out at this park, and this homeless guy came to ask us for some money. And this dude, straight up, went off on the homeless guy, was like, no, get back, don't bother us. And I was like, oh my God. That was I thought that was so rude. Cause I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? I know you got panhandlers, and people just be faking the funk. But at the end of the day, this is still a person. I just felt like his response was just too much, over the top. Now, without Michael even knowing this, I had went out on a date with him, and a homeless guy came up to us, and Michael actually shook the guy's hand. And I think you might even give him a hug. I don't know. But I know you shook his hand.
I gave him a hug.
And yeah, you gave him a hug. And you really embraced him like a human. And that for me was dang, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want you to touch me because your hand's probably dirty right now. But at the end of the day, I thought it was still cool that you were treating him like a human being versus the other guy who was barking and belittling this guy for asking us for money, And so there are those things that, it may not always be a direct, you said this, you did that. It may not, it's just what you see in a person's character on a day-to-day that makes a difference. So I will say that it does take time to see the many facets of a person, but I'm just saying, when you 5 years in, 10 years in,
like you proved my boy.
I'm just saying, 5, 10, 15 years later, it don't, you know what I'm saying?
Baby, we do stop.
I'm just saying.
Now you talking about 5, 10, 15 years because you losing that.
I'm saying, really, after a year, you should know. Okay? I still say after a year, you should know. Let's see what else we got. Somebody said that part being up front. Both of y'all speaking some facts from both perspectives. Thank you.
So.
What you don't think?
Make sure y'all share the video. But, yeah.
All right. So what have we established? So what makes a wife is a woman that is in pursuit of her own goals while helping build something with her mate.
Right.
Okay. A woman who brings peace to the household.
Yes.
And can talk to her man when he's feeling broken, when he's frustrated. She has a way to speak to his spirit, speak to his mind, and bring him back, so to speak. Mm-hmm. All right, what else? What are some other...
I'm trying to read Jason comments.
Oh, so if we put a year limit on it, we need a checklist. Credit check, crazy check, maybe that shit like text check. Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm happy you mentioned credit check. So, ladies, I have seen a lot of ladies do this as of, I would say probably the last 4 or 5 years, maybe a little longer. But credit is like a big thing. Credit is like a big thing. Yeah, go check on MJ. And oftentimes, I've even heard ladies say that they won't get married until they get their credit fixed. And I know credit is essential. It's important. I know it's been drummed in our heads, especially in the black community, to have good credit. But I'm telling you guys, credit is one of the easiest things that you can fix. And if that is the only thing that is holding you back from being with that person, you really need to reevaluate some things.
And let me throw something in there too. A lot of times women hold men up to a standard that they do not hold themselves up to. So let's be real.
Okay, I'm over here talking about credit. What you over here talking about?
Listen to what I'm saying. You trying to say that a man has to have the excellent credit or whatever.
Yeah.
But then the woman don't have no good credit.
Well, that's usually the argument, that she does have the good credit, and he's coming in with the 400.
She looking at what he got.
Well, because she understands that at some point they're going to have it together. So, I guess
credit don't work like that.
No, I'm just saying, on one hand, I think the argument is you know, like, well, I want to see is he responsible? Does he make sure that he pays bills on time? It's just the doctrine that we've been taught.
We own multiple properties in real estate, and we ain't ran our credit not one time.
True.
So
true.
Credit ain't doing nothing for me right now.
So it goes
just sitting there.
Right. So it goes back to tradition. You got to do what works for your relationship, because if we go based off of what the dominant society says it should be, we all gonna find ourselves single. Trust me, when I first got with Michael, it's so funny because I think like a week or two before I met you, I went to a kind of like this ladies' night open forum where women were just kind of discussing different topics on men versus women. And one of the topics that came up was, you know, would you date a man that don't have a car, he don't have his own place, you know, but he just has basically fallen on hard times, and you know, but at the end of the day, he falls in that category of, you ain't got your own car, you ain't got your own place, I can't really do nothing with you because you can't support yourself. So I remember I was in the audience, I was like, well, kind of, I don't know, because things happen in life, and so fast forward, we meet, and you have fallen on hard times. And the thing that attracted me to you is that you were in pursuit. You were in pursuit of rebuilding. Like every time I was talking to Michael, he was like, all right, I just got this debt taken care of. Now the faster I get rid of this debt is the faster that I can do X, Y, and Z. And he was in pursuit. Like he was doing everything he needed to do, like in a short amount of time, to rebuild. And so for me, I was like, okay. Like that was like really attractive. And so but at the end of the day, like he was taking the bus, and he was living in a apartment with how many other guys? 5?
4.
4 other guys. And how many rooms?
1
room, right? And so imagine me coming to my friends and being like, yeah, I met this awesome, amazing guy. He's so smart. He's articulate. He has these big goals, and he's doing this and doing that. But I mean, he riding the bus though, and he live in a hostel. Girl, what's a hostel? Hostel is where you got, different people who live in a house together, and, they make it work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to them, it was like, okay, girl, but you got a degree. Like, you got a car. You about to get your own spot. Like, what you doing? Like, your credit is A1. Like, what you doing with this guy over here? So, if I had went with tradition, I would have missed out on one of the best things that ever happened to me. Right? I really would have missed out. And so that is why you got to do what works for you in the relationship. And because he challenged some of the belief systems that I had, he was able to go into deep conversations with me where most people couldn't even follow. We had so many things in common. We were both in pursuit of the more. We both had these huge, big dreams, and we were doing it, right? We wasn't just talking about it. And that was the thing that really turned me on, because I'm so tired of meeting people that every time I talk to them, all they have is good ideas, but they don't do nothing with it. You ask them 6 months from now, they still talking about the same idea, right? And so I was just so, enthralled with somebody that was actually, in action. He was in motion. And so again, like if I had just went based off of his old situation, of him not having a car or him not having his own spot per se, I would have missed out. So I'm just saying, ladies, don't miss out on a great guy because of where he is today. Like if he's actually on his way to something greater and he's working without you, he's doing it independent of you because it's about him succeeding. That's what you're supposed to be looking for. That's what you look for. All right, babe, what you want to add to that?
She's so sweet.
All right, and so go ahead, baby.
That's it. I mean, so just to sum it up for women, who've gone through the guys, look in the right place. If you're an entrepreneur, look in the entrepreneur pool.
Yes.
Yep, look in the entrepreneur pool. Look for somebody that has the same mindset as you. Don't give up so easy. You know, if you work a certain job, find people that work that job.
Yep.
You know, and don't date nobody crazy as best you can. Okay, sometimes you don't know until later, but do the best you can to avoid all the crazy.
And be friends first. Like, that's the thing that really has saved us. Truly, is that we were friends first. Yeah. You know, like I said earlier, we still do the fun stuff. We play Uno. We watch sports. We crack jokes on each other. Like, we do things that
we play. We got Nerf guns and we shoot each other in the house. We chase each other, dive over chairs and sofas and all that stuff like that, and shoot each other with Nerf guns.
Yeah, like we just have fun. You know, you gotta have fun in the relationship. If it's all about the kids, if it's all about paying bills, if it's all about just the ordinary things in life, you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose that connection. What she said?
Don't ignore the crazy signs.
Yes, I agree. Men got a little crazy too. Nah.
But yeah, I'll say this too, man. Like when she's talking about getting back to the fun, just remember your children are very important and they are a blessing, but they cannot and should not be your everything.
Right.
Because I promise you, if you take a hard look at some stuff, the way you're taking care of your child, you might be taking better care of your child than you are of your husband. And you might be taking better care of your wife than you are of your child.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I'm not saying to treat anyone bad, but remember, you and your wife
started first.
Made that child.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it came from you, right?
Yeah.
And so don't let children interrupt your sex life. You know, don't let them make you eat late. Don't let them run your blood pressure up, you know. I'm still figuring that one out.
Right, we still working it out.
Still working on some stuff, okay? I'm giving you advice, but I'm still working on some stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so, you know, you want to make sure that's your focus is each other, because when a lot of people, they're in a marriage, and then what happens is while they're in that marriage, the child grows up, moves out of the house, and when they move out of the house, that's when the parents get divorced.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
You know they're staying together because they don't want to let the child down.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? You got to be able to balance it out. Yeah, you got to be able to balance it out, man.
And the sad part is oftentimes the child knows that the parents don't get along, so then now they have these, you know, this discourse in their own life later on, because they really can feel that it's a loveless marriage in their. With their parents,
right?
You know, so it's not worth it.
Yeah, and it'll spill over to your child's communication skills, the way you guys treating each other, because you just can't take it no more.
Exactly. And so again, ladies, men are saying that be in pursuit of your own dreams and aspirations while being a great teammate, and what your partner needs from you is going to vary from person to person, but just remember that teamwork makes the dream work. But no, seriously, teamwork is what it's all about, you know.
Anybody got any questions? Anything like that anybody want to ask as we get to wrap it up?
Yes, on Ask
Yeah,
CC.
they got a delay on it. So it's taking a little second for the question to come up.
It's fine.
Anybody got a little question?
Yes.
Any more questions for me?
And so while a person asks a question, what about teamwork is important for you? In this relationship.
In what relationship?
In our relationship.
Oh, well, it's very important. Like, you know, so as you guys know, CC's background is in marriage and family therapy. And then I'm in the real estate space. But she came over to the real estate space. And so teamwork is very important because we coach a lot of students, right?
Yes.
So with all the students that we coach, she's able to coach them as well. So all that weight don't have to be on me. You know, running the real estate business. As we're running the business, there's certain questions that need to be answered. There's certain things that need to get taken care of. And I don't have to come in there every time and be like, no, do it like this, do it like that.
Right.
You know? Or, you know, even though I've been in real estate longer than her, she may have an idea that I haven't thought of. So it all works out.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And the business was able to grow once we worked together.
Yeah. The business able to grow.
Communication was better.
Yep.
Right? And I was able to understand him more because I was now going through some of the same things.
Right.
All right. Awesome teachings. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you guys. So teamwork, be in pursuit of your goals, work together, bring peace to the home, and never, ever, ever put yourself on the back burner. Always keep yourself first, and also keep your relationship first.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And don't give husband and wife commitment at the boyfriend girlfriend level.
Yes.
Don't do that.
And we lost our light over here. But anyway.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Our good lighting. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning into this Ask CC. Make sure you share. If you have any further questions, you can still leave them in the comment section and we will come back and answer them. Of course, you can inbox us. And do not forget that tomorrow is our first ever Glenn County Real Estate Investment Club.
Yep,
we will be meeting at Olive Garden at 6:30 to 8 p.m. So be sure to be in the building. It is a free event. One time only.
Yes. One time only.
And so you definitely want to be there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Good night.
No. Make sure you get How to Invest in Real Estate with money you never knew you had. It's available on Amazon, or you can inbox us and we can get it over to you if you pay through Cash App, or you can pay through PayPal. But tomorrow night at Olive Garden, 6:30 p.m. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle, tell your grandma, tell your auntie, tell your friend, tell your agent, tell your buyer, tell your seller to be at Olive Garden at 6:30. If you have a deal,
yes,
bring it. And if the deal makes sense, we'll buy it. If it don't make sense, we won't buy it. But if it makes sense, we'll buy it. Okay? So y'all want to be there 6:30. 6:30 p.m. We already got 75 confirmed guests. Absolutely.
Woo, woo.
75. Do you hear me what I say? 75 confirmed guests. I don't know how all them people gonna fit inside of Olive Garden, but that's a good problem to have. So I'm with it, man. Bring them. All 75 of them. All right? So we don't even know what the number going to reach to. But me and Cece going to be standing in the front of the room. And we're going to get there early. If y'all guys want to come and get autographs and take photos and stuff, we're actually going to take photos at the beginning. Because normally at the end of an event, James Hill, man, what's going on, my brother? You bought a book and you ain't never got the book. You never got a book. All right? I got your money, but I ain't got your book. So, James, man, you need to be there at 6:30 tomorrow, brother. Bring your real estate investment friends with you, too. All right? 6:30 tomorrow at Olive Garden. At Olive Garden, in the Olive Garden conference room, the Glenn County Real Estate Investment Club.
Woo, woo. First ever do it.
Be there.
All right. Y'all heard it. Thank you guys again for watching. See you tomorrow. Peace.